Alright, I'm gonna get this transmission disconnected and pull this out, hopefully like right now. I gotta do the exhaust, I gotta do the starter to get to the flywheel bolts. I got 4 bell housing bolts that still need to come out. And then this engine should come straight out this way. Alright, we're almost there. My buddy's here. I can't lay down there and sit there and try to get the transmission out for hours. So, he's here to help me. Came through clutch. We got what, 1 more bolt? Jason? What do you think, 1 more bolt on that bell housing you said? Yeah. And then motor mounts. Alright, we're trying to do these motor mounts right now. These are 2-piece mounts. I do remember that. So, we think we can do these top 3 bolts and take just the top half of the mount off. But I do know that these 2 bolts on the sides will break the mount into 2 pieces. But we're gonna do easy like Jason said. Yeah, so you guys can see, I can't get my hand in there to show you, but 1 missing right up the top. We got that one. There's 1 on that side and then 1 on the far side. Almost forgot the fuel lines. These should just pop off. They're gonna be pressurized, so there should be like a little tire valve stem thing, right? Oh, right here. There's like a little tire valve stem thing. You can let the pressure out. I hate the fuel. Oh, no pressure already. Must have leaked out. I just had this running yesterday. I didn't think it would leak out already. Alright. This engine has no hooks. Like, has no like loops to hook a chain to. Usually that's like a little, that piece of metal right there is usually like a hole so you can hook a chain to it. And then there's usually one over here. There isn't. There isn't one anywhere. I'm gonna hook it to that bracket because that's a nice chunk of steel. But there's nowhere to hook it back here. Something is gonna happen.
What?
I don't know if it's gonna be good.
Shit's gonna break.
Should probably have that engine stand ready. You okay?
Yeah? What was that?
I don't know. And then we probably gotta make this shorter. We'll take the hood off. Woo! Alright, there we go. There's a fucking anchor. That's all I wanted this for. I decided to buy a yacht, and I needed an anchor. That's the most expensive part of the boat. So anything on the truck that you need, let me know. Alright, well, it's out. Now we just gotta tear it down. Alright guys, good job, Malcolm. Next day, I got bolts for the stand. I was out here a little bit ago. The stand, I'm gonna have to like have it on like an angle. So this side would work, or it would work like this if I can get it into that one. Let's see how short it is. All right, it's been a half an hour. Still can't. I cannot find 4 spots that I'm comfortable with having this thing hang on. This isn't some little 4-cylinder. You know what I mean? This thing's heavy. I don't know, I'm just overlooking something. I've had V8s on stands before. They definitely hook on. Look at this. I got this bottom, that one. Can't put this one anywhere. An inch short from that one. Can't even pass the flywheel over there. What the hell is going on? I already tried it the other way. I tried it long ways. I keep just ending up going back to this. I can get that one, and the 2 bottoms. That's a lot of top weight. I would like to move them up to there. That'd make me feel so much better if both of these could fit into there. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna try it. Hopefully it don't just tumble over. I don't like this at all. All right, place your bets right now. This thing like does a front flip and kills me. Shop is a disaster. A disaster. There we go. These will all be engine bolts. I'm missing my super shallow sockets. This is a disaster. I really just need to stop and clean everything up. And then I take the engine over here and sit down at the bench. Just kind of excited in a rush. You need an AC compressor? It's covered in grease, but I did replace it like 2 years ago. I had gloves on for about 2 minutes out of this whole thing. I even brought them over here. What's wrong with me? Alright, I've never seen connectors like this, but this is how you do it. You pull this all the way out, this gray thing, and then you just push in like a normal connector. Yeah. And then I'm putting it back on there so I don't lose it. Goes in there like that. And then folds over the wire. It just blocks that so it can't come unplugged, I guess, by itself. I don't know, pretty stupid. Alright, I got that nightmare off. A spider web. Whew, starting to look like an engine now. Alright, I don't have enough time on this SD card to just sit here and time lapse this whole thing. I'm gonna take these valve covers off. You're gonna take these coil packs off. These will all come off in one. And then valve covers are self-explanatory. I'm gonna blow all this out so nothing falls in there. Alright, I'm just taking these off to see how bad these are in there. Kind of just wondering. I'm gonna put them right back on. And then I'm gonna work on the intake. I'm using the rubber side for one of you guys, before one of you guys yell at me. Oh shit, man, it's not bad in there at all. Let me go get a light. Dude, it's definitely not that bad for 300,000 miles. I mean, there's a little sludge here and there up at the top. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Make sure you change your oil. 300,000 miles, dude. I thought these things would be caked. It's definitely not bad. Especially for 300,000 miles. Look how my nail just cleans it. It's crazy. I put seafoam in there about every other oil change too, so I'd put seafoam in the oil. Like I'd put the seafoam in my old oil, run it for like a weekend, 3 days. I'd put it in there on like Friday. I'd dump a whole can of seafoam in the oil. And I'd run it for the weekend, and then Sunday night, Monday afternoon, I would change the oil. Damn, you can't even argue that. 300,000 miles, come on, man. That is amazing. The valve cover could definitely be better, I'm not gonna argue that. This is my exhaust leak. So hopefully I can tap those out. I'm gonna be needing new heads. Remember I told you this side was leaking real bad? You just can't see down there to see that those bolts were broken. There's too much with the power steering and everything on there. That bolt's completely broke off. That head's missing. Let's see if we can get the rest of these out. I'm gonna heat them up. Oh, this back one's broke too. This front one. And this back one. I might need new heads. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts broke off in these heads. I got 3 out. I'm using map gas too. There's a good leak too. This thing was super loud. I don't know how much I showed it on the channel. This one needs tapped. This one I might be able to get pliers on. This one needs tapped. Hopefully you guys can even see what I'm shooting since the camera's just tilted all the way down. This one needs tapped and this one needs tapped. These ones I think I can heat up and get pliers on. I'm gonna soak them in PB Blaster. I might need new heads, which then I'm definitely gonna get aluminum. I don't know, man. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna do aluminum heads. And then I'll probably just end up, and then I'm gonna wanna fucking hone the block. And then I'll probably find a cheap aluminum block. It's probably all a waste of time, honestly. I don't know why one of you guys didn't talk me out of it. Let's see if we can get that other side. Alright, well, it's working. I wish whoever would have taken these off would have done this. They probably broke off all by themselves. Alright, I got all 3 of them out over here. Alright, I gotta disconnect the CGR. Alright, well, make sure you disconnect the dipstick first, because I completely forgot about it and it's broke off in there. So I'm gonna have to try to get that out. That shouldn't be a big deal, it's just a pain in the ass that I forgot about it. Alright, I'm gonna take this intake off, flip this over, and get this oil pan off. That's the plan. This memory card's about to be full, so if I don't show you that, this is the end of that video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I got so many videos to edit. Tomorrow I'm gonna clean this shop, finish editing the FD video, and then you'll probably see this in like 3 months knowing me, because for some reason I just gave up on editing. I still record everything. I went and bought new SD cards. It's about to be full. So many videos I got that I need to edit and put together, which I probably never will end up doing. Alright, I got like 10 seconds on this SD card. I'm gonna wait on the intake and the oil pan for you guys. I'm not gonna be a dickhead like that. What I'm gonna do is try to get these out, tap those, see if I can do it myself, clean the shop up, and then I'll see you in the next video. We'll take the intake and oil pan off together, check this thing out real good. See ya.
I'm willing to die for this shit. I'm ready to flip and end up in prison the rest of my life for this shit. So my mama ain't want me, she got in the bush and I end up surviving this shit. And if I want a son, I ain't got the money, I'll probably be robbing this shit. Don't know how much I cry for this shit. Said I'm willing to ride for this shit. You know murder's my hobby, inside of my closet's a bunch of dead bodies and shit.